So my name is Will Ellender. So I noticed the Holy Spirit in my life. It's kind of hard to explain. For me, it's when I feel most alive, and a lot of people say this a lot about like a spark or a fire in somebody, and it's kind of hard to explain because you can't ask for it. I mean, you can pray about it, but like for me, a couple ways. So really, when I'm when I'm around people that I choose to be around, and people just make me come alive. So people that aren't bringing me down. I'm in a positive atmosphere. I'm not in a negative. People I can be myself. So first it's the community for me. It's first if I'm surrounded by somebody camp for the biggest part of me was being in an atmosphere where people wanted to go out and rock climb and mountain bike and do all these crazy activities, paddle, and they were also after that we have deep conversations and have praise and worship and pray and just talk about wholesome things, and it's you can do both and it's exciting. And for me when I'm around that I guess I feel loved, and I feel like I can step up in leadership, and I can really I don't know, that feeling of me being myself and excited and asking questions and not worrying about what other people are going to think about me. I feel most alive then, and when that happens, people are like, "What's going on in your life?" And I feel like I'm happy, and it's where does that come from? So it's first comes off the joy, I feel alive, and then okay, what's the root of that? And for me, that's the whole, I feel like that's the Holy Spirit, and it's all for a bigger reason, and that's how I can now step into prayer. So it's not I find, for me personally, it's not specifically going. I guess it's first with the people, and then so I notice myself being alive, and then me diving into prayer through that, be okay, why am I happy? Because of God and just the people I'm around, and I feel like He's pretty present. Now that I'm in college, the thing that helps me find time with prayer, I think to start, my roommates that I'm with, some friends, Paxton and Lucas from St. Paul's, and they've grown up going to youth group, and so I've kind of me specifically in my home, I'm around that atmosphere of people that are living out their faith, which helps a lot. But for me, it's growing up, I grew up Catholic, but I feel once in college, it's really your choice, because it's your parents aren't telling you to go to mass, no one's telling you to do anything, it's all on you. And for me, I've always grown up having every Sunday I'm going to mass, which is very important, and that's been, so that kind of carried over to mass. That kind of just got me exposed, okay, this is real, this is my choice. So it's I first went to mass, it was just me, and I was wow, it's not I'm just going with my family, this is a choice, and I'm gonna be active with this. But it's really been people I've had in college. There's a lot of free time, there's a lot of freedom, and I found a lot of grace with finding other people that are also into their faith without me. And it kind of vulnerability really was biggest for me. It was just asking a question and just be hey, I'm going to this college, and just sparking a question about faith, what denomination or whatever it is, that vulnerable question about the faith, and then it's a conversation sparks, and it's whoa, it's not just me, and then because the community is so important. So I think vulnerability, especially with other people, is huge, because it's easy to feel alone. It's easy to just be oh, no one's telling me this, so I'm gonna be fine. But I think vulnerability is huge, with other people, and through retreats. I've gone through CDK. They've hosted some retreats. I've met a lot of people through that, and so vulnerability.